guys, so if you made it through my Foundation 101 video, you're now ready for step 2. Not really. This is a video on how to choose the correct foundation for your skin tone and skin type. There are many different things to consider. Let's get started. The first thing that you want to do when choosing your product is ask yourself, what do I want? What do I need? What's my lifestyle like? Meaning, how much time can you afford to spend on your makeup? Do you have 15 minutes in the morning? Do you have hardly any time at all? How much money do you want to spend? That is actually another factor. What kind of coverage do you need? Do you need a lot? Do you just need a little? Is age a concern? The signs of aging. Do you exercise a lot and you need something that's going to last through a workout? Or do you just need something that's going to last from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. because you work very long hours? Are you being photographed that day? Or perhaps all the time? What type of climate do you live in is also something to consider that a lot of people don't think about, because your foundation will wear very differently if you live in a hot, humid climate versus a cold, dry one, I guess. The next thing that you need to consider is your skin type, and I'm going to lump skin type into 3 different categories just for ease and speed. There is normal and combination skin, dry skin, and oily skin. If you have skin that is oily in the T-zone and dry elsewhere, or typically a little drier in the winter and a little more moist in the summer, you probably have normal or combination skin. If you find that you have to wash your face several times a day, or feel like you do, in order to keep the oil under control and out of your eyes, then you most likely have oily skin. If when you do wash your face, you find that your skin is very tight and dry, itchy, maybe even a little bit of flaking in some spots, then you most likely have dry skin. That being said, there are several other types of skin. You may have sensitive skin, you may have acne-prone skin. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have oily skin, by the way, and just because your skin feels tight and itchy doesn't mean that it's dry. It could be sensitive. Be aware also that many of us change throughout the year. For example, as I said earlier, you could be dry in the winter and not as dry in the summer. Also, age is something to consider. Your skin does change as you get older. The same products that you loved at 28 will not work the same as they did when you're 42. Cellularly speaking, you're not even the same person anymore, really. So you can't expect your products to interact the same with your face. I've said it before, and I'll say it again because it kind of makes me laugh. Understanding your own skin type and the issues that you and your face face will go a long way to helping you select the proper product. Now, once you've got a handle on those things, the next thing that you're going to need to do is start shopping, and you're going to want to match your skin tone. Now, matching your skin tone is a lot more involved than just am I pale or am I dark. There's also undertones that come into play here. Some people are yellow toned, some people are pink toned. This is generally described in the cosmetics world as warm and cool. I almost said that backwards. Warm tones are people that have yellow in their skin. Cool tones are people that have pink in their skin. That is not a hard and fast rule, because a lot of cosmetic companies, not a lot, but a few, actually reverse this and use a palette that's a little more like a traditional artist's palette. MAC, for example, says that warm skin tones are actually pink and cool skin tones are actually yellow. I think BENEDICTION does this too. Just understand that some people are pink toned, some people are yellow toned, and then it kind of runs everywhere in between until it meets in the middle and you have neutral skin, which is also another skin tone. One of the old-fashioned ways to finding your skin's undertone is to look at the veins on the underside of your arm. The rule is if you have blue-looking veins under the skin, then your skin is probably pink-toned, or you are a cool-toned person. If they look green, on the other hand, then you're typically a warm-toned or yellow-toned person. Some people can't tell. Some people will tell you that if you can't tell, it means that you're neutral. I find that the only way to honestly match a foundation to your skin is to test it and try it on. You may have a lot of pink going on in your face. That doesn't necessarily make you a pink-toned person. Our cheeks can get a little ruddy, nose, all that kind of stuff. And so usually when you go to a cosmetics counter, they will actually test you right around the jawline, sometimes down here on the neck. The idea is that you want to match your face to the color on your neck, not match your face to the color on your face or your cheeks, because this may be all kinds of messy. Keep in mind though that in order to match your skin tone completely, you may need to combine foundations. I do it all the time, constantly. Almost no one is a shade right out of the bottle. Once you do find the right undertone though, feel free to stock up on the product because it will most likely be discontinued. And also, just like your skin will change throughout the year from dry to oily, a lot of people will change color throughout the year, especially if you're out in the sun. If that happens, what you want to do is get a shade darker than the foundation that you're currently wearing, but keep it in the same undertone family. You're not going to change from pink to yellow in the summertime typically. You're just going to get a little bit darker of a version of what you naturally are. The main thing that I want you to take with you here is that in order to really find a foundation that's going to work for you, you're just going to have to try it out yourself. Go to a cosmetics counter and ask for a sample. Make sure it's a generous one. You're going to need to use it for a couple days to make sure that you aren't allergic to any of the ingredients, that it looks fine in natural light and indoor light, that it's not oxidizing on your skin. See my Foundation 101 video for that. And that's it. That's all I've got. That is how to choose the correct foundation for your skin type and skin tone. If you're expecting some sort of a quiz to take or some surefire answer for me to say, if you are this way, then you have to use this, then unfortunately, this isn't the video for you. I'm really more of a, we're all different and everybody be groovy kind of a guy, so I find that you're really just going to have to try it out in order to tell whether or not it's going to work for you. These questions that I've just given you, though, will help you to narrow down the categories and figure out which direction, which path, which road to go down. It will help shopping go a little bit easier and give you also the knowledge that you need when you go to a counter, because a salesperson who knows their job should be asking you questions like this when they're matching you to a foundation. It's not just about matching a color, it's also about matching the foundation to your lifestyle. That sounds a little deep, but it's actually true. So that's it. If you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments section. I will do my best to get back to you. Until I see you next time, which will hopefully be soon, take care and drive safe.